understand and process childhood wounds. And once you understand what narcissism is, meaning understanding the glossary of terms, definitions, once you get that part down, then you begin to look.
Okay, I'll let you guys listen to that in the background, but I just wanted to come on here and I wanted to, it's really bright, I know. I wanted to kind of just talk because I know I was going to come on here and give you guys a little bit of an update on what's going on and whatnot. Wow, it's really, really bright out there. It's a pretty beautiful day. It's already Monday, and it is a beautiful, beautiful day out there. It's pretty nice. On my phone, it says it's like 25 degrees. I'm in Minnesota. I don't know where you are. Hi. I'm in Minnesota. I don't know if you guys know that by now. Trying to do a readjust thing to readjust this. My phone can be slow. Okay. Yeah, now it's 28 degrees. Beautiful day. This is, okay. So we are now in March. Today is March the 13th, Monday. Going on to be about that time. So about 5 o'clock. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get myself ready. I'm going to let you guys listen to, I've been watching a lot of videos about narcissism and narcissists and learning about, scammers and frauds and being catfished. You got to really watch it. Okay, so listen to this and I will be right back. Here we go.
For other toxic relationships in your group, your circle. And then what do? You minimize those friendships. You remove toxic relationships. And you understand that any relationship you will be a part of now has to be reciprocal, which means it benefits you and it benefits the other person. There is no longer ignoring red flags, not trusting your instincts or paying attention to your intuition. Now what you must do is you must understand you are the priority. You come first, second, and third. So why I'm saying the narcissist knew you before you knew yourself is because they knew they could manipulate you. They knew that they could take advantage of you. They knew that you were an empath and that you wouldn't quit and that you would continue to work for the relationship. They knew that they could gaslight you. They knew they could give you the silent treatment. They knew they could stonewall you. They knew that they had you exactly where they wanted you because you believed in the relationship and you kept working for it. And that's admirable. That's what you should have done. The point is there comes a point in time, hey guys, look behind me, beautiful. There comes a point in time when you no longer do that because perhaps you understand that the relationship wasn't to benefit you. It was to tear you down. It was not to build you up. It was to devastate you. It was to inflict harm. It was to triangulate you. It was for you to not be living your best life. The narcissist knew this. The narcissist wanted to take you down in the quagmire with them. And what they also wanted to do was to make sure that you weren't living your best life. And that you weren't, there's geese behind me, I don't know how close they are. And that you weren't doing exactly anything other than what they wanted you to do. This is the narcissistic relationship. This is exactly what they wanted. Why, I said again, as the thumbnail mentioned, why they knew you before you knew yourself? Because you didn't know back then what you know now. You didn't have the wisdom. You didn't have the education. You certainly didn't have the experience on your toxic narcissistic relationship, but you have it now. And you're coupling all these things together, which equals what? That's right, equals wisdom. And your wisdom is so powerful. It's when you first take action. It's when you understand that, wow, I really had a lot to learn. I had to go through that relationship. I didn't want it to be that way, but yet that's what it was. It was not what I thought it was. It was actually quite opposite. And did this person have an advantage over me throughout the whole relationship? Absolutely they did. The reason I can say that is because they're a narcissist. And what did they do? They tried to crush you, to extract your resources. They wanted you thinking about them, pining for them, working for them, believing that they were good individuals, when in fact, what they were nothing but parasitic, blood-sucking vampires. Sorry, but it's true. These people were never authentic. They weren't genuine. They didn't have your best interests at heart. What they had was their intentions. They had their agenda. which included you for a period of time before you realized that this relationship didn't serve you, before you realized that there is narcissism on the planet, and that you want nothing to do with it. That's a good thing. But when you understand who you are, when you finally know who you are, that's when you block narcissists. That's when you go no contact. You delete them, you remove all flying monkeys and people associated with the narcissist. This is when the tide turns. This is when it is checkmate or advantage you. This is when you no longer will tolerate these poor behaviors. Because you had to go through the toxic narcissistic relationship and to get to this point with me right here, right now. There was no other way. You couldn't avoid it. You can't change the past. You can't predict the future. You need to be living in the present moment. That is what I suggest so frequently on the channel. This is a life lesson. It's a lesson that perhaps you did not want to go through. I get it. I understand. But if you've broken the trauma bond, you've gone no contact, you've healed and are well on the healing path, and you understand the relationship for what it was, now you know who you are. And so when the narcissist knew who you were even before you knew yourself, that line is completely true. It's 100% valid because you didn't know who you were. If you did know who you were, most likely you would have tolerated that poor behavior. You see, this was a huge life lesson. It was a learning curve. You had to go through it. I had to go through it. Everybody on the planet is battling something. Each and every one of us. Some people are battling multiple things. But to battle narcissism when you feel isolated and all alone, and you're working for a relationship, let's say it's a romantic relationship, or brother, sister, sibling, mom, dad, aunt, uncle, you're working for this individual because perhaps you are married to them, or in a long-term healthy, long-term relationship, or maybe it's your bloodline. You believe these people have your best interest at heart, and why would they hurt you? Why would they inflict pain and misery upon you? Because they can, and they want to. And they want to control your emotions, and they want to disrupt your energy. This is what the narcissistic relationship is all about. It's about smoke and mirrors, devastation, manipulation, little bubbles of people. That's what it is. So when the narcissist knew you before you knew yourself, it's completely true. You're on the channel. You're getting stronger every day. You're getting the wisdom. You are experiencing the community, meaning you're sharing your insight with the community, and they're sharing with you. You are a collective part of the group now. You are part of the people that speak the same language, which is all of us in the community. You are getting so much better. You're now awakened and aware. And you know what I'm talking about because you're this far in the video. Having said all these things, this is when you really find yourself. You find your purpose. You find your path. And it doesn't matter if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, or above. The point is you got the message whenever you received it. Some people receive the message earlier in life, and that's a great thing. Painful, but a great thing. Others receive it later in life. Again, painful, and some people wish they had received it earlier. It doesn't matter when you receive it. What matters is that it is received, and now you take action on it, which means you now become the priority. You don't become a people pleaser. You learn the life lesson, and now you know who you are. And you know what you will tolerate, and you know what you won't tolerate. You know what people want in your life, and others that perhaps can be removed. This is the path. This is what you must do. Take action. If not now, when? This is a blessing in disguise. Now, you may not see it that way right now. You're like, Andrew, it feels like anything but a blessing. What are you talking about? That's because you have more work to do. You have more healing to do. Perhaps you have to heal childhood wounds. Perhaps you have to introspect more.
Okay, here we go.
You have to get the message loud and clear, which is
I'm back.
breaking communication with the narcissist,
Okay,
blocking
guys.
them, no contact, living your best life, understanding this is something you have
Okay,
to go
I'm
through,
really sorry I
and
took
knowing that, yes, in fact,
took forever, but what I wanted to do is come on here and talk to you guys a little bit. Sorry, I'm just going through my things, and I hate that when you're on the phone or you're trying to record something, and then all of a sudden you just get bombarded with messages. And then my phone's lag on Messenger. Okay, so first off, I wanted to share with you guys that the job that I applied at Right Way Home Care Services, I think it was last Saturday, I did a phone interview that was probably about 10, 15 minutes. And then I had to do an in-person interview that following Tuesday. And then I had to go do my fingerprinting background study check Friday. I had to do that Friday, and then that takes 3-4 days. So I knew it was probably going to be clear tomorrow or Tuesday. So I heard back today from Nicole that manages one of the, I think, the houses or whatever, because it's Right Way Home Care Services. So she got back to me today about close to 1 o'clock. So it was like about close to 12:30 today. She says, "Hello, my name is Nicole. I work with Right Way Home Care. Your background came back clear. Was wondering when you are available to start in for training." So to start training. So I'm going to start Thursday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon for training. So I have to figure out when I'm going to do that. Plus I still want to come on here and give you guys content and give you guys videos. I know I haven't been on here in a while, but I've been trying to schedule everything out. Finally got my apartment done. It's deep cleaned. So that is finished. Few things that I want to touch on that I think are really, really concerning in my society. Number one is what you just heard in the background is about narcissism. Narcissism is a very real thing. About finally having to end a narcissistic relationship with my ex. I was in that for about almost 6 years on and off with him, and he was a narcissist. And I didn't realize how bad it really was until I started to have to get out of it, which I finally ended the relationship. I think it was last April or March. I think it was last March of 2022. I finally ended things with him. And then I started educating myself, and that's another thing that I want to educate you guys on. I want to show you guys videos on narcissism because it is an extremely very real thing. He did, he did everything from, I just recently had to end my friendship with Nicole because she's a narcissist. Now, one of the things I can tell if somebody's a narcissist that I think is a dead giveaway is when they don't reciprocate communication. Okay, usually when you text somebody in a timely manner, they text you back unless they're really busy. And they usually say, "Sorry, I didn't get back to you right away because I was busy," right? Nicole would hardly even say that to me. She just wouldn't respond. Then I like this one. "Oh, I know I don't see the voice message. Oh, my phone's not working." How all of a sudden does somebody's phone just stop working? I don't get that. So just games, just head games, ignoring, gaslighting. And she would do a lot of that with me where she would ignore me or take 5,000 years to respond to my text messages for no apparent reason. Sorry. And cyberbullying, being catfished. I don't know, but I won't go and I'm off of Facebook and TikTok and I come off of here. I don't go on Twitter anymore, and I don't go on Instagram. And I'm not somebody who's looking, I'm not going to look for a relationship off of social media. I don't do online dating, and I never will, because you can't trust people. That's obvious. You can't trust people. People will, I did get scammed. If it was off of WhatsApp, I think it was probably about a year or two. What was it, 2 years ago? Yeah, I think it was 2 years or something. I think it was in the beginning of 2020. It's getting into, yeah. I don't remember, but I was in a vulnerable position. Me and Carl were in an on and off again relationship when we broke up again, and I started talking to this guy who said he was Zachary Beggins from Ghost Adventures. The show that's like one of my favorite I love paranormal shows. I mean, I liked it. Now it's okay. I don't watch it as much. But I thought I didn't know anything about being catfished or being scammed. Well, he tried to get me to transfer money from my account. Before it turned into Huntington Bank, it was TCF, and I couldn't have a bank account for a while because of that. And then I learned my lesson, but I don't fall for it anymore. I mean, there's dead giveaway. You have to pay attention to the phone number. One of the dead giveaways is they say that they're a celebrity. Why would a celebrity just start talking to me? No. I don't think that's going to happen. A celebrity is just going to start communicating with me. No. And I eventually had to end the friendship with Nicole because stuff has been going on and off with her, on and off. It's like, how somebody, it's like also they do repetitive things. Okay, it's like somebody that has a gun, right? They shouldn't have the gun, number one. Number two, this is just figuratively speaking. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. Just like they do it over and 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 over again. And for me being on the receiving end, I'm getting irritated and it's getting old. Because I keep telling Nicole, look, you're going to ruin this friendship between us. I'm eventually going to have to, I don't hate her. And it's hard to let somebody go, even if you know you need to let them go. But I can't have any more toxicity in my life. I can't have any more toxic relationships with people. I'm done. I'm over it. I refuse to let people walk over me, take advantage of me, and use me. I don't care how long I've known that person. I'm going to be working for Right Way Home Care Services, and I get paid for that. I don't need that on my personal time. And there was a couple of times where Nicole, she tried to ask me for money. Oh, yeah. It went from $100 to demanding $200. The last time she asked me, I know I was being used. I've had to make it where I finally had to just act like I'm not even in the residency, like I'm busy and I'm not available to talk to her anymore. I've had friends of mine that have had to sit on the sidelines that we used to go to school with that don't like her, and that I had no idea they were calling her and I guess pranking her or leaving her messages. Well, I had nothing to do with that because I didn't even know they had her phone number. So she blames me and makes me get involved and sticks my necks out. And she's like, well, you need to tell him to stop calling me. I'm like, I'm not responsible for who calls you and who doesn't call you. So why do I got to stick my neck out for her? It's like, fight your own battles. Why is it my fault? Because they're mentioning my name? Because they know me by name? So? Does that mean that's my fault? It could be like you having, somebody, that doesn't mean you're responsible. I'm not responsible for other people. I'm responsible for myself. I'm like, you need to learn how to fight your own battles. She has enemies out there. And yeah, these people are probably calling and they're pranking her and they're calling her all kinds of names I can't repeat because I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube. I don't want to get booted off of here. It's not nice stuff. She does have enemies out there. She's also had a guy use her for $300, and as soon as he got $300 from her, he was done with her. Well, there you go. And now she is with this military guy. She's basically in a long-distance relationship. She's in one of those catfish situations where she's never seen the guy. They've never actually met face-to-face. So how can you love somebody you've never even met that person? She's never met this person. Sorry, now I'm getting messages. First she tells me, I'm getting messages. I'm so sorry, guys. They really picked the wrong time. So first off, she's telling me, I was like, wasn't your boyfriend going to come see you? Oh yeah, he is for Christmas. Okay. So she ended up spending it with her parents and he didn't come see her for, so then he was going to come in January. That never happened. Then he was supposed to come in February. That never happened. Then he was supposed to come in March. Okay, and this is another reason why I finally just stopped talking to Nicole. I said, I don't want to be in the middle of this. She's in a group home. This girl's just bad news. Excuse me, all around. You guys really need to be careful of who. Just be careful. Even off like Facebook. Facebook is one thing. But I mean, be careful off social media. Be careful. A person is going to show you their worth. And there are people out there, and I've had to learn this the hard way, they're incapable of changing. And Nicole is incapable of changing. I don't think she ever will change. And I'm tired of it because I have to be done. I don't hate her. I might still do the stuff from a distance. I might still talk to her for TikTok, but I have to protect my peace. And I have to protect who I am and knowing that I'm better than this. And I don't deserve to be treated. I'm not a pile of, I'm not going to be used, basically. I'm just not going to be used by people. I love people and I love helping people, and to a degree, I love taking care of people. If it's a job and I'm getting paid for it and I'm getting you know what I mean? But if it's a situation where I'm doing it and I'm doing it for somebody and like there's no reciprocation, because a healthy friendship, whether it's a romantic relationship with your family, friend, whatever, it's reciprocated. That person is doing as much for you as you are doing for them. If it's not being reciprocated in a healthy manner like that, then I'm going to start questioning things. And does this person need to be a part of my life? Do they need to be in my life? Because at that point, I have to start thinking about that. And if the person just keeps doing the same crap to me, ignoring me, not responding to my text messages in a timely manner, not willing to go out and get a job. Oh, I just want to live off disability for the rest of my life. Well, okay, yeah, there's some people that do, but they still have lives and they get off their butt and they go out and do things. And what bugs me more than anything about somebody that wants to stay stagnant and just stay stagnant, you know what I mean? Oh, things are supposed to just come to me. Things are just supposed to come to me and they're just supposed to happen. Well, you want something, you go out and you get it. Sitting around pretending like it's just going to come to you, even if you are manifesting meditation, you still have to go out there and live the current life. And if you're just going to sit around and expect that it's going to come to you, good luck. Because things usually don't work that way. You have to be willing to go get it. That's like a job just all of a sudden landing in your lap. Opportunity can. I don't get it. Okay, guys, like, share. It's really bright. So I may have to come back on here later or when it's not so bright behind me. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to figure out when I'm going to have to come on here and what type of content I'm going to provide to you guys. But I can't be this bright. And I may have to record even in another room, but obviously, again, it wasn't planned. So please, like, share, subscribe. Be careful off of social media and pay attention to cyberbullying. Pay attention to catfishers. Pay attention to scammers. Pay attention to people who are frauds who go under somebody's identity or a post and say that they're a celebrity. Most likely they're probably not, especially if you have WhatsApp app or you have, there's another app. Just be careful with social apps like Telegram, WhatsApp app. You're going to have a lot of scammers and stuff. Be very, very, very careful. Okay? And just do not give these people money, because that's the next thing they're going to try to get out of you. I've seen people give thousands and thousands of dollars away to somebody. Don't fall for that crap. Don't fall for that. Don't do that. Because you will never see that money ever again. Just letting you know. Okay. Well, I will try to come back on here tonight. It's not going to be so bright behind me. Like, share, and subscribe. And God loves you. I love you. Make someone's day. Be kind to one another. Love one another. And I'll see you when I see you. Peace.